Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony, and this is part 2 of, what did I call this, exotic rat farm? Damn, I just saw it, can't remember the title. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm taking a look at this side of the building. We will take a look inside the old root cellar, and we will go upstairs. Sorry about the debris on that shot. It gets pretty dusty and sometimes my lens gets dirty. I probably ought to think about putting a little brush in my pocket. I have one, but so I can dust the lens. So this farmhouse was really cool, and I guess I'll recap a little bit. If for some reason you did not see the first video, this home was built somewhere around 1850, and a little information I did get from the gentleman who currently owns the property is that the last person that lived in this house was an elderly lady who started to, I don't know, maybe experience some dementia or just get a little weird, not really sure. But she raised exotic rats and maybe special breeds of chickens or roosters, not sure if it was hens or roosters, but in any case, they had free roam of parts of the house. And in the first part of the video, that might be one there in the wall. If you look to your left, there was just a little round hole above the wood, above the trim. But if you look in the first video, you'll see like a giant Tom and Jerry hole chewed into the wall. I mean, it looks just like the hole that, Jerry would have came out of or ran back into when Tom was chasing him. And I wondered if maybe some of her breeding stock had created that. In any case, between the first and second videos, I really thought this was a cool farmhouse. I've been in some other homes that were really neat, probably equally as old, but there was just some things that had been modernized, like obviously that tub. It probably would have been a clawfoot tub at the very least, or maybe they didn't even have a tub when this home was built. Maybe they took baths outside and none in the winter. But there was a lot of wallpaper and different details left to see in this video, which to me made it very interesting, because there's a lot of visual details to show what it may have looked like going some years back. I found that to be interesting. It's a transom window, and rather than folding down as I normally see, it spins to the side. I don't so much care for the floral wallpaper, but I do like some of the ones that show different prints of farmhouses or Victorian homes, or some of the print wallpaper I actually kind of dig. I don't know why, I'm just kind of partial. That It was a really cool doorknob. Take a couple shots of it. It kind of has flex in it. I don't know if that comes through as well through the video, but almost like a sandy kind of, grainy look to it. It's a smooth stone and some plate sitting on a brick in that window. Last night, we did some live streaming. Some of it may have been a little choppy because, it's hard to get a good signal everywhere you're at, especially when you go inside the buildings. But anyways, we did explore a couple cool places, at least one neat house, and went inside an old candy shop. It was pretty torn up, and can't remember if we went in anywhere else, but there were some people watching. I have video from some of those places, and we'll be making videos, but if you want to kind of get a sneak peek, and we drove and we're talking on camera from the car, and we were kind of cutting up and being stupid and laughing, so it's up to you. You might find it entertaining. If you don't want the notifications, you can turn them off. It notifies you when I go live. Sometimes I may just be doing questions and answers and talking to the audience. Sometimes I'll be doing that when I drive out to a location at night exploring. Sometimes I'll live stream from a building and kind of show it and do the best I can with it. I really am attracted to banisters like this. There's these neat angles and the way the staircase curved, but I really love the railing. I have something similar to that that's turned sideways that has more pegs. I use as a hat rack. I believe it is a hat rack. I'd like to have another one, though. See, I kind of dig this sort of wallpaper. I like it. Yeah, I'd like to have another hat rack like this, just maybe not rat chewed, preferably. The blue room. There's some more cool wallpaper up here. I really like that wallpaper. there was some very wallpaper. There was some very old wallpaper in my grandparents' home a long time ago, and in some of the bedrooms, it had people in all these different antique cars, like hand crank cars, and it was a green and white. There weren't too many colors involved, or perhaps it was blue and white, but in any case, I really liked it. I liked looking at that as a child when I went there and stayed. They lived in a pretty old house, and a lot of the home was painted. Most of it was painted, but some of the rooms that were papered like that, upstairs, maybe particularly that bedroom, I really liked it. It kind of sparked some imagination. And I realize sometimes people say, they want to hear the ambient noises, but I found that there's just too much going on in this video to have the sound. Down that staircase, you see that stuff piled up. In the first video, I looked from the side, kind of into a stairwell, and there was some chairs and different stuff kind of blocking it. That's the same staircase looking down from the top. There's multiple sections of 2-3 different wallpaper layers here. And I've got a couple farmhouses, but I'll probably switch it up and show something with a little different feel for my next video. I know a lot of people probably enjoy the urban videos and a look inside. I don't know, inner city, real urban decay, dangerous areas. I don't know, the excitement of going into those places that a lot of people won't and don't go, or maybe just don't live near. But I'll get back to that. No worries. I've still got that kind of material and plenty of places to go. I did not go up in that crawl space. In this room, I guess you'd call that a piece of tack, horse tack. It's a saddle. I know that. That was kind of cool. This room, I believe this room, I'll take a look here. Looked like it had some of her either chicken or rat breeding, like a case there with a handle on it. That had something to do with animals. The way it's cut out and kind of odd. I think she was doing something with animals up here. There's one too. You see the handles. It's kind of homemade, and it has a case, and it's got. I don't know if she was breeding the, maybe chicks, maybe rats. I don't know. It's kind of filthy. So, I'm not really sure what went on there. Kind of an odd setup for a light. The gentleman that bought this property. Yeah, that's something to do with animal breeding, and I don't know, it's nasty to have that in your house. It's not good for your health, I don't think. The gentleman that has bought this property, there's a couple little I don't know, silos, grain bins, but very small ones outside. And I believe they're sitting side by side, he's turning them into living quarters. Maybe a shower and a bathroom in one, and a little, bunkhouse in the other, which I thought was pretty cool. And it kind of I didn't ask, but I thought perhaps maybe he'd begin to work on this house while he stayed in those. I'm not sure. I thought this old saddle was worth a second look. I don't know a lot about saddles, tack, the age, how they were put together. Maybe it hasn't changed much. But in any case, I don't know. I thought it was worth a closer look. It was interesting to me. So there was this little shelf here that had stuff piled on it. I picked up a few Patreon supporters. At the end of the video, I give them a thank you on one of the screens. I appreciate it, guys. Your stuff will be on the way in the mail. And also, there's another gentleman that I put on there too that had donated to me one time, and it helped tremendously because I actually got my brighter light. What does that say? Wind. AccuRapid wind. Wind? I think it's wind. I had a good suggestion too there's that again. I tipped that up so we could see it better. I had a good suggestion from a viewer who suggested that I find a strange old item in one of these videos and then have a contest, because I wanted to do a contest where whoever could identify what that item was and maybe identify it first would get a print of one of the photographs Andrew's taken on our adventures, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm just looking for the item, but sometime here soon I'll try to put that into play. This is an old, I guess, root cellar that I walked into out back. I really like the old stones have become a little bit more rounded and weathered, I suppose. Maybe they used it as a storm shelter. Looks like there's a piece of, I'm not sure if that's metal or ceramic from here, but pipe going out for air, I suppose. There's a little hole in the back side of it, but I thought that was pretty cool. I went to another kind of, I don't know if it was quite a farmhouse, but another home a couple days ago where I found it wasn't this old with piled stone, but another underground storm shelter cellar type thing, room. It was hidden in the brush, and that was kind of neat to find that, just because it wasn't right out back of the house like this one. It was kind of in the woods, and I just happened to cross it. It was pretty cool. So thank you guys for watching. Again, special thanks to my Patreon supporters. Thank you to everybody. One of the biggest ways you can help me is by hitting the like button. If you enjoy my videos, please press the like button. You can catch Andrew on Instagram. The link's in the blue. My email, Facebook page, and Instagram are also listed. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.